What's up, Ace of all ages? Dan's Joker here, and today I'm bringing you a team builder for our week 2 of the GCL against the Swansea Swannas, the previous season champions. And if you guys are psyched for this, then don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button down below. This is hosted by Professor Beware, if I'm not mistaken. And you'll see his team on the right. He has Tapu Koko, Pelipper, Mega Swampert, Azelf, Crocodile, Gengar, Dragalge, Escavalier, Shaman, Miltank, Hitmonlee, and Kingdra. Dragalge, I believe, was traded away, and I believe that's the one that's crossed out. So that's one last thing we have to worry about. He traded it for Tornadus Incarnate, I believe. So I'm just going to show you the team, and then I'm going to go through it step by step. So first off, we have Skylar Snow, of course, the Alolan Ninetales, holding Light Clay, ability Snow Warning with Aurora Veil, Freeze Dry, Moonblast, and Disable. Then we got Jenny Juice, the Jellicent, holding Leftovers, ability Water Absorb this week, with Toxic, Scald, Hex, and Recover. Then we got Mokamora the Mew, with the Assault Vest, ability Synchronize, with the moves Flamethrower, Aura Sphere, Psyshock, and Energy Ball. Next up we got Carly Gray, the Fortress, holding the Rocky Helmet, the ability Sturdy, with the moves Stealth Rock, Spikes, Toxic, and Volt Switch. And next we got Zev Bellringer, the Hippowdon, Leftovers for the ability, Sandstream for the ability, holding Leftovers with Earthquake, Fire Fang, Toxic, and Slack Off. I almost said Scald for a second, that would have been wrong. And last but not least, we have Riley Star, the Lucario, holding a Choice Scarf with the ability Steadfast. I believe... yeah, Steadfast. With Earthquake, Close Combat, Blaze Kick, and Crunch. I was debating putting Justified on this, but I decided to just give it Steadfast instead. But let's go one at a time. So, Carly Gray is a bit of a wild card because he's running a rain team, or he has like a rain team that can function without rain. And that's part of the reason why he drafted Escavalier, because its only weakness is fire, which is neutralized in the rain. So I just decided, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to bring Fortress. I feel like I may just edit these stats a little bit later. But yeah, this is basically my rock setter. In terms of his setters, he's got Mega Swampert, Azelf, Crocodile, and Miltank, who can all set up rocks. If anything, I feel like Azelf is going to set up rocks, but it's not too big a deal, at least for my team. The only Pokemon that would get hurt by that is Skylar Snow, in which case she can just be used as Aurora Veil setter and maybe disable whatever I want. But in terms of Fortress moveset, Stealth Rock, Spikes, Toxic, and Volt Switch. Volt Switch is just for pivoting. Toxic is for poisoning things. I was debating running Toxic Spikes on this instead, but I thought Toxic would be better. Because he does have a Gengar that can just come in and say goodbye to Spikes. And if he doesn't bring that Gengar, I'm going to be so shocked. In terms of hazard removal, Hitmonlee can get Rapid Spin. Pelipper and Tapu Koko can both learn Defog. But they're not too much of a threat for me in terms of getting rid of my hazards. Because... why did I say that again? Oh yeah, because I have Riley Star, who can Choice Scarf Earthquake. It can outspeed Tapu Koko with max speed. Tapu Koko with max speed does not outspeed Lucario, Riley Star. And I really wanted to run a Swords Dance set, but I thought it would be safer to just run a Scarf set. And yeah, we have Earthquake for the Tapu Koko and the Gengar. And we did have it for the Dragalge, but that's not a threat anymore. We have Close Combat for Stab, and we also have it for the Crocodile and Miltank. We have Blaze Kick for the Escavalier and the Miltank. And then we have Crunch for the Azelf and the Gengar again. Oh yeah, Carly Gray also has Rocky Helmet in case he has like a Mega Swampert. Because we don't have that much physical bulk. And we also have Spikes as well, just for a little bit more damage. But Zev Bellringer here, I think I'll talk about her next. She's basically another staller. I really wanted to run an Assault Vest set, but I didn't think he had enough special attackers because some of his Pokemon can be mixed. And yeah, it's just basically another generic set-ish. The only move I gave it that isn't generic is Fire Fang, and that's once again for the Escavalier. Escavalier is actually so much more threatening because I'm running Toxic Team that I just needed 3 answers for it. So we have Riley's Blaze Kick, we have Zev's Fire Fang, and we have Mokamora with Flamethrower. Mokamora, I really wanted to give it a Scarf or a Specs, but in the end, I just decided to just give it Assault Vest because I couldn't think of anything else. So we have Flamethrower for Escavalier and Shaman. We have Aura Sphere for the Crocodile and the Miltank. We have Psyshock for the Gengar and the Hitmonlee, and also for stab purposes. And we have Energy Ball for the Mega Swampert. If Mew goes down before we take care of that Mega Swampert, it's going to be a little bit rough. Like, maybe Carly Gray could take care of it, but I don't know yet. Jenny Juice also, Jellicent, is here. She could be a good answer to Mega Swampert with Water Absorb and a whole lot of bulk. And she has Toxic, so she can poison anything in the way. And I also gave it Scald and Hex. I was thinking about giving it Shadow Ball, but I figured if I'm poisoning everything with Toxic on 3 Pokemon, I might as well just give it Hex, because that's going to be base 130 power and stab, as opposed to Shadow Ball, which is 80. And Recover, just because, why not? I wish that Pain Split set worked out better last week, but unfortunately it didn't. And last but not least is Skylar Snow. This is the same set as last week, except with a lot more speed. This is basically just, can I hit something? If not, Aurora Veil or disable whatever they use. This thing actually does a lot of damage to his team, because I was looking through it, and Freeze Dry actually hits all 3 of his water types super effectively, because Pelipper is part flying, Swampert is part ground, and Kingdra is part dragon. Also, if he's in his Kingdra and he's a physical set, locked into Outrage, I can switch in Skylar Snow, free Aurora Veil, and then Freeze Dry it. Or do whatever I want, essentially. So, yeah, that's basically the team. I think I got everything. Sagoth's just generic recovery, which I don't have for anyone else except Jellicent. But that's the team. I'm a little nervous because last week didn't go as planned, but this time I'm just going to see his team first before I decide on a lead. That is my plan. But thank you all so much for watching. And if you guys are psyched to see the Salem Simians sweep the Swansea Swannas, don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button down below. And as always, I'll catch you later.